the accuracy, and it is good. Jake Bates throwing right side, and it's going to be intercepted. Return past the 15, past the 20, out past the 30. Has space down the sideline. 40, 35, 30. And he is gone. A pick six for Houston. Snap good, hold good, kick up. And it is straight down the middle. Looking to throw, rolls out right. Throws end zone. Touchdown San Antonio. Cody Latimer alone in the end zone. They take a 1-point lead with 3 seconds left. 52-yarder, left hash for the win. Snap good, hold good, kick up, and it's drilled. Miami escapes week 1 with the win. Jason Sanders is looking to throw. Pass right side, wide open. Touchdown Drake London. Touchdown Drake London. Atlanta has tied this game and are an extra point away from taking the lead. Needing the 12-yard line. Handoff, Robinson left side. And going to be stuffed. A loss of 4, maybe 5 on the play. And with 50 seconds to go, the Chiefs have the ball. And most likely that does it. Ball on the 17.5-yard line. Looking to throw. Stepping up, throwing for the end zone. And caught. Touchdown Green Bay. Dontavian Wicks. 56 seconds to play. The Packers are within 3. 6:17 to play in overtime. Tua shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the right, bunched up. Tua to throw. Pass time. Plenty of time. Pass. End zone, left side. Jonnu Smith. Touchdown Miami. They're gonna win. Let's go, baby. Here, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Gonna send Smith in motion. Toss left side for Saquon Barkley. Good blocking and room to run. Pass midfield, spinning his way. Pass the 35 to 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and the Eagles respond instantly. Saquon Barkley. Oh my, making his presence felt. 1 play, 60 yards, 3rd and 9 from the 35. Mahomes looking to throw. Quick pass left side, caught by Piron. Has room to run. First down and more. Down to about the 17. And he stays in bounds. That will do it. The Kansas City Chiefs have escaped the Bills and have punched their ticket. Hello, everybody, and welcome on in. The Packers and Broncos about to square off. The Broncos clinch a playoff spot with a win. They also gain a 1-game lead over the Patriots for the 1 seed in the AFC with a win. But the bigger thing is, they now need to try and stay ahead of the Chargers some more. A win puts them back to 2 games ahead with 3 games left. As with the Chargers win today, the Kansas City Chiefs are eliminated. There's going to be a new face of the AFC this season, a new representative for the first time since the Bengals a few years back. So there's an interesting rest of the season, as the best way to put it. Denver will get the ball first in this one as kickoff is underway. Going to be returned beginning from the 2. Has space up past the 15, 20, 25, and brought down near the 29. Yeah, the unfortunate is that Mahomes did get hurt. I wouldn't be shocked if that ends his season, even if he could potentially come back. Just because there's nothing to play for. You don't want Mahomes to be out for any type of extended period of time. So that's just unfortunate. Oh shit, the Colts get ball first in that game? We get to see. Okay, that's going to be interesting. Alright, Knicks under center. Back behind him, 3 receiving options to the left. Going to hand this off up the middle, and there is space for about a gain of 2. Phillip Rivers hands it off to Jonathan Taylor, first play of the game. Okay. I'm keeping a strong eye on that one for when Phillip Rivers has his first pass attempt since it's coming back. I'm waiting for Phillip Rivers to have like 500 yards, 6 touchdowns, have an absolutely insane game. Bowen shotgun back to his right. We receive an option to the right as well. Going to hand this off up the middle, and that is space up to about the 40, just about. Is RJ Harvey on the carry? Going to be a 3rd and 1. I'm going to hand this off to Jonathan Taylor once again. And it's working. That's a first down pickup for them. No updates on Mahomes just yet. Probably won't get them for a little bit. Once we do get updates, though, I will announce what it is and say it. Yeah, there's a lot of attention on that right now. Although I do think that you get used to it after a while. It's just you let it bother you that day and you kind of just go from there. Or like you let it bother you up until the next set of games starts. Yeah, it's very I wanted the Chiefs to lose, but not because Mahomes gets hurt. If it was up to me, every single sports league would have the injuries set and turn off like you can do in like 2K and Madden and stuff, but just the way of the game. It's very unfortunate, and I imagine this season is over just because of there's 3 weeks left and the Chiefs are eliminated, so why risk putting him out there? Bo under center, going to QB sneak this on 3rd and 1 for a gain of about 2 or 3 as they called an early timeout that I missed. Phillip Rivers, first pass attempt. Throwing right side, going to be incomplete. Damn. No, the dynasty isn't over. So the term dynasty is weird to me because technically a dynasty is 3 and 4 years, which the Chiefs definitely do have that to some degree. I mean, obviously, maybe not exactly, but the Chiefs are a dynasty. The dynasty doesn't end until you go multiple years without competing. It's like the Patriots dynasty ended over these past 5 years. Bold throwing on 1st and 10, going to be caught over the middle for a gain of 5 by Marvin Mims. Like when the key piece, when Mahomes retires, that's when the dynasty window will be closed. Until then, the Chiefs are always going to be competitive. They're always going to be some kind of a dynasty. I would love it if Miami wins out and gets a 7th seed. Bowen shotgun looking to throw in 2nd and 7. Pass left side, going to be caught by Courtland Sutton for a gain of about 4. Yeah, Miami. Assuming Miami wins out with the outcomes today, they said at a 2% chance. So I doubt it, but again, it's a case of I'm fine with Miami missing the playoffs this year, especially because it seems like we're gonna be finishing with a better record than the Chiefs, which should be funny. I've already come to terms with Miami missing the playoffs this year. Bo handoff up the middle on 3rd and 1, and the ball comes loose. And seemingly the Packers have it. They give to RJ Harvey up the middle. He had enough for the first. The refs are discussing this. Packers saying they have it. And ruling on the field is a fumble picked up by the Packers. What the? No, it's not time to fire McDaniel just yet. But I've said it before. Right now, I'm ready to commercial break. Right now, McDaniel is playing for how long of a leash he's going to have next year. So if Miami can finish strong, McDaniel's leash next year is going to be decently long as well. But if let's say we lose out, his leash might be like the deadline, like the trade deadline. I no McDaniel and Tua to me are a paired duo. At least for next year. At least for next year, they're paired. Tua's contract is just too big. You can't properly move on from him until 27, which is fine because you never know with this team and how the NFL works. What the fuck? I did open this one. Damn. That's how. What do you mean by Reed making moves? I think we could be seeing the end. I definitely. I think the one thing that this guarantees, which is probably gonna be guaranteed anyway. I think Kelsey retires. I don't think we see. I think Kelsey's done, which is a shame of a way for it to go out. But he just has not been it this season, and this is a Chiefs team that feels like it's a few years, and that's maybe a year, like maybe not next season, but in 2027 is when they can get back to competing, and Kelsey just won't be around for then anyway. I think Reed still wants to try and make this work, and I think he's gonna have another year or so before he hangs it up. But yeah, it's definitely time to you definitely need to have an influx of players coming in because your current roster just isn't enough. Clearly, it isn't close to enough. Being more aggressive in the offseason is gonna be a key thing for a lot of teams. All right, so ball on their own 48 after the fumble. Love and shotgun back behind him. Man in motion left to right. Two receiving options to each side. Looking to throw. Quick pass right side. Going to be caught by Christian Watson past midfield to about the 47. I think the receiver market is going to be very interesting. Because you have a ton of teams right now that desperately need depth at receiver. And through that, we could be seeing some moves, like some receivers getting traded. We could be seeing some some like uncharacteristic signings. No, Tampa should not move on from Mayfield, at least not yet. Handoff up the middle on 2nd and 5 is going to get roughly 5. I think they mark him just short. Yeah, 3rd and 1 coming up. Damn, Bates missed the field goal. You know, I don't think Tampa should move on from Baker just yet. Todd, maybe, but they both have. The thing with Tampa this year is they had a large stretch of the season where they just had everyone hurt. So that played a massive factor. So I think they just simply run it back. Maybe you add a bit to the offense, especially add a bit to the defense, and go from there. Love under center, gonna hand this off up the middle on 3rd and 1 for Josh Jacobs, and he stood up at the line for no gain. It would be 4th and 1. We'll see what the Packers do here. Well, yeah, obviously you need to protect Mahomes, and even more than ever because he's not gonna have the same mobility. But it's like the Chiefs' mindset in this past offseason seemingly was to get younger in the offensive line. So you hope for development next year. You bring in more guys in this offseason and kind of just go from there. Love under center, play action, looking to throw, rolling left, buying time, gonna take it himself, and that's gonna be close. Should be enough for the first, and they're saying it is. Just barely enough with 9.5 to play in the first quarter. Yeah, it's very close when he starts his slide. They're gonna give it to him though. 1st and 10. No, they don't win the AFC East. But I mean, that was just a great second half effort from Buffalo. They made the right adjustments they needed to. Their defense massively stepped up. Just all around, that's the experience coming in with the Bills being a team that's been competitive every single year in the playoffs, damn near the entirety of Allen's tenure. That's just Allen being the MVP that he was last year with the experience he has, going and taking advantage of a young team in New England. False start penalty on the first down play. So it was a 1st and 15 coming up from the plus 47. Love in shotgun back to his right, 2 receiving options to each side. Going to quick throw right side, caught by Jaden Reed. Has space for about a yard. Honestly, I am so ready for a Texans and Rams Super Bowl. I think that would be a great game. Aiden Hutchinson picked off Matthew Stafford, and he might be gone. Not go. Oh, that's a great return though, inside the 20. 2nd and 14. Love in shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. 8 minutes to play in the first quarter. Love looking to throw. Has time. Pass left side. Going to be caught with space by Jaden Reed. The stretch and the dive going to make him down a yard shy. 3rd and 1 coming up. I would love to see a Rams-Seahawks NFC Championship game. But it's more likely to be like Rams-Packers. And then for the AFC Championship, Texans-Broncos would be my pick probably. Though I'm not sure like how the seed-in would play into that. Love under center, back and fullback behind him, 3rd and 1. Toss left side for Jacobs, going to get stopped behind the line for a loss of about 4. It is Talona Hufanga blowing up the toss play. And a 4th and 3 coming up for the Packers as Amon-Ra St. Brown just put the Lions on top. All right, and we have an injury timeout as well. It's a Packers slow to get up. Josh Wiley. Andy Reid said that Patrick Mahomes will undergo an MRI on his left knee. But he's saying that it didn't look good. But he hasn't gone through the MRI yet. So that's not great. That's not a great sign. Yep, at commercial break due to the injury timeout. At commercial break. Yeah, Mahomes can go undergo an MRI. But no official word just yet. No, the Rams wouldn't be frauds with a Lions win. The Lions are still technically the Lions. I still view as a potential contender. All right, just coming back from commercial break. Brandon McManus on for the field goal try here to put the Packers on top early. Yeah, the Broncos can definitely win this game. It's a 53-yard kick from the left hash. It is up, and it is good. Plenty of leg on that one. Packers take the early lead. 7 minutes to play in the first quarter. Hey, the Colts are moving pretty well right now. Yeah, McManus is a really solid kicker. He just had that stretch there where he coming off of injury where he was a little banged up and then does off his game. But so he's definitely a solid kicker. As we await the Packers to send this one away. All right, kickoff going to be returned beginning from about the 4. Space up past the 20, 25, past the 30, 35, and down near the 39-yard line. All right. Yeah, Denver on their own 10 game win streak, just like New England was before the loss earlier. So Bo under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Man in motion left to right. Gonna hand this off up the middle, and that's gonna be a gain of about 2. That's Jaleel McLaughlin on the carry. All right, Bowen shotgun back to his left. Bowen left side, going to be caught by Troy Franklin, and it's a gain of about 2 or 3. 3rd and 5 coming up. Yeah, we'll need a gain of 3. Third and 5. Bowen shotgun back to his left. 2 receiving options to each side. Going to look to throw. Dump off left side, going to be caught with some space and a blocker, but not going to do much with it. Only about a yard on the play. That's Tyler Batty on the reception. And the Broncos will go 3 and out. Yep. Denver going to send this one away. And is going to be down at about the 11-ish. And there is a Broncos slow to get up, as well as a penalty down. It is a personal foul against the Packers. They're going to start this drive well backed up in their own territory. And we're going to head to commercial break off of that. Hey, the Colts took a 3-0 lead over Seattle. Phillip Rivers, man, he's holding his own so far. Stafford gets drilled while trying to throw one. All right, 4th and 4 is coming up for the Rams. This has potential to be a big time win for the Lions today. The Vikings got eliminated from the playoffs due to the Bears win earlier. So the Vikings are eliminated. That's the only elimination scenario in the NFC. All right. So that commercial break in this one. Carolina has an early 7-0 lead over New Orleans. Not surprised there. Still at commercial break. All right, just getting back from commercial break. Packers are starting this from their own 3-yard line. This is where Denver likes to work. Love under center, back and fullback behind him. Gonna hand this off up the middle, and that's gonna be maybe a yard. But not much else for the Packers. Emmanuel Wilson on the carry. All right, 2nd and 8. They gave him 2 on that one. Love under center. Back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side. Going to look to throw. Pressure coming. Love pass. Left side wide open. Is caught by Musgrave. Has room and rolling his way to the 30-yard line. A gain of about 25 for the Packers. And there's some breathing room for this offense. Hufanga slipped on that break. They're going to give him ball in the 31. So Love under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Play action looking to throw. Pass right side, going to be caught by Romeo Doubs. And the Packers are moving past midfield near the 45. Yeah, it's going to be Packer ball on a plus 43 after the 26-yard pass to Romeo Doubs. Love under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Handoff up the middle. Going to be Chris Brooks with room inside the 40 to about the 37. Former Miami Dolphin Chris Brooks. 2.5 to play in the first quarter. A 2nd and 3 coming up. Yeah, Seattle's going to be able to respond pretty quickly there. All right, 2nd and 3. Love under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. Going to play action, look to throw. Penalty down. Going to be a free play here. Pass right side. Going to be caught for the first. And that is John Fitzpatrick for about 5 or so. And Pat Surtain is slow to get up afterwards. Yeah, Pat Surtain is down. There is also a penalty. Going to be offsides against Denver. That'll be declined first down for the Packers. On the gain of about 5 or so. And yeah, Surtain just a little bit of a friendly fire there, it seems. No, it's Fitzpatrick kneed him in the side of the head. And then a teammate kind of clotheslined him as well. We had to commercial break off of it. And Seattle responded with a field goal of their own. So commercial break after the 6-yard pickup for John Fitzpatrick. Yep, at commercial break. At commercial break. At commercial break. Meanwhile, the Rams have ball first and goal. Oh, never mind. They punched it in. Blake Corum to tie the game up. All right. Yep, extra point from Harrison Mevis is up and good. Still at commercial break in this one. And the Giants and Raiders have both lost 8 straight. That's crazy. All right, back from commercial break. Love and shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Ball on the plus 30, looking to throw. Pressure coming, pass over the middle, caught by a wide open Matthew Golden inside the 15 to the 13. And the Packers are inside the red zone for the first time today. Yeah, just completely cooked Riley Moss there. So 1st and 10 after the gain of 18. You're going to rule him down into 12. Love and shotgun back to his right. 3 receivers to the right as well. Gonna hand this off. No, pass right side. Gonna be down to about the 4. That's Romeo Dobbs on the reception. There is a penalty down. There is a penalty and it's seemingly going to be on the Packers. Yep, it's an eligible man downfield. So 5 yards and a replay of down. It was going to be a first. It's going to be a 1st and 15. Looking at Hankathon. This is after the 1 o'clock slate. Man, some of these teams. All right, Love and shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. 1st and 15 from the 17. Looking to throw. Pressure coming. Love escaping to his left. Buying time. Gonna take it himself and they're gonna get about 3. So a 2nd and 12 coming up. All right, 2nd and 12. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. 15 minutes in the books. This game has been a little bit of a defensive one, but the Packers offense able to move a lot more effectively than the Broncos so far. So we'll see. We're heading to a commercial break. Yep, at commercial break still. Yep, at commercial break still for the end of the first quarter. What a throw from Goff to Jameson Williams. Yeah, there's a minute 40 to play in that first quarter for that one. All right, just getting back from commercial break. The second quarter underway here soon. Second and 11 from the 13. Love and shotgun back to his left. Two receiving options to each side. Ball on about the 13.5-yard line. Love looking to throw. Quick pass left side going to be caught. And that's Christian Watson inside the 10 to the 8. Going to make it a 3rd and 6. Third and 6. Bend, don't break. That's the motto of this Broncos defense. They have the lowest touchdown percentage in the red zone of any defense this year. Meanwhile, the Packers, second highest touchdown percentage for offenses. Love and shotgun back to his right. Gonna look to throw. Has time. Pass right side. Gonna be incomplete. Looking for Romeo Doubs. Not the greatest of throws, but still one that hits him in the hands. Would have been a great acrobatic catch. Riley Moss maybe gets a hand on that one as well. Either way, the Broncos bend but don't break. And Brandon McManus on for the field goal try. All right, the chip shot from the left hash is up and right down the middle. So the Packers cap off a 10-play drive that got him inside the red zone with only 3. And we're going to head right back to a commercial break as we await the Broncos offense to retake the field. All 4 of the games I have on the squad box are at commercial break right now. That's crazy. Yep, at commercial break. At commercial break. Damn, what a throw from Phillip Rivers. Just couldn't get his feet in bounds. That is an insane throw. Hold on. Hold on. Rivers might cook here. Hold on. I swear, if he leads the Colts to a Super Bowl appearance, the NFL is completely out of whack. There's no point in playing the games at that point. All right, still at commercial break after the McManus 25-yard field goal. It would be fitting for this season, yeah. But man, I would truly lose. That would be like the okay, Miami is cursed officially type of moment. Because if the Colts can get away with that, Miami has just had the absolute worst of luck the past 20 some odd years. All right, just back from commercial break. Kickoff underway. Going to be returned beginning from about the 3. Face up past the 20, past the 25, and down to about the 29. The Broncos will start from there. They're going to give him the 30 on the return. Okay, fine. damn, the 49ers are already up 14-3. Crazy. All right, Bo under center, back behind them. 2 receiving options to each side. Play action, looking to throw. Bo, pressure coming. Rolling left, passing left. Going to be caught by RJ Harvey for a gain of 8. Penalty marker down, though. Penalties are in the backfield. Probably going to be a holding. Yep, holding against the Broncos. Yeah, you're cooked this week in fantasy. That's a tough one. Yeah, that's a tough one. I mean, unless like half of Toes' team just falls off a cliff, then yeah. All right, 1st and 20 from the 20-yard line. Bo and shotgun back to his left, 2 receiving options to each side. Pass in right side, going to be caught by Troy Franklin, and they're going to get about 7. I mean, he is starting Vikings defense, so you never know there. There is a penalty down after the play here. It's a personal foul against the Packers. 15 yards and an automatic 1st down. The Broncos get a fresh set. How am I doing predictions so far? Obviously, I messed up Thursday night. Uh, 5-4. Cincy messed me up. New England messed me up. Giants messed me up. That's it. Didn't even realize I forgot to pick the Chargers to win this week. That's crazy. Bo under center, toss right side. There's space for RJ Harvey to get about 4 before stepping out of bounds. So a 2nd and 6 coming up. RJ Harvey, first rookie with 5+ rushing touchdowns and 4+ receiving touchdowns in the season since Saquon Barkley. Love to see it. Bo under center, handoff left side for RJ Harvey, and that's going to be a gain of about 2. The issue is they're going against a really tough run defense this week. All right, 3rd and 5. 12 minutes to play in the half. Bo and shotgun, a back to each side. Making adjustments at the line. Ball on their own 49-yard line. Bo looking to throw. Quick pass left side. Can he be caught for a first up to the plus 45? That's Cortland Sutton on the reception. You get a fresh set of downs. And Tyler Shuck is sacked. All right, 1st and 10. Bo and shotgun, and there's going to be movement before the snap. False start against Denver. Tyler Badie going to be called forward. All right, so 1st and 15 coming up. First and 15. Bo under center, hand this off left side. There's space for Marvin Mims past the 35 and down to about the No, inside of 45 to about the 42. Forgot what side of the field we were on for a sec. Second and 7. Bowen shotgun looking to throw. Has some times. Dump off left side. Going to be incomplete. Looking for Evan Ingram. Shocked there's not a penalty there against Micah Parsons for holding the shit out of Evan Ingram as the ball arrived. Yeah, no penalty there. Kind of shocking. 3rd and 7 coming up. Bowen shotgun back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. Looking to throw. Has time. Pass over the middle. Wide open with space. Inside the 30 and down to the 26. All right. So Jordan Humphrey on the reception. Bo play action looking to throw. Rolling right. Buying time. Going to just take it himself for a gain of a yard. Second and 9 coming up. It is still so weird seeing Phillip Rivers taking snaps in an actual game in 2025. Bowen shotgun back to his right. Gonna hand this off up the middle for RJ Harvey. Gonna get down to about the 20. Gonna make it a 3rd and 3. Oh, Puka Nacua. All right, 3rd and 3. Bo looking to throw. Pressure coming. Rolling to his left. Passing left side. Can be caught with plenty of space. The 5 and touchdown Denver. This game is tied pending the extra point. It's Michael Bandy. A 20-yard touchdown pass. And Denver's an extra point away from taking the lead for the first time tonight. All right, Will Lutz on for the extra point. It is up, and it is good. There is a penalty down on the extra point. That's his first career touchdown for Michael Bandy. Hell yeah. A personal foul against the Packers is the call. It will be enforced on the kickoff, and we head to commercial break. And that's all it took. All it took for Denver to have the lead. And we had the commercial break. At commercial break. What a throw from Stafford, but just couldn't hang on through the ground. Already at 190 points? Bro, what? Who is... That's crazy. Still that commercial break in this one. $160. That's still crazy. Oh, yeah, because Kyle Pitts finally had his one game a year where he goes absolutely crazy. It was like just 5 penalties thrown on that play between the Lions and Rams. All right, just getting back from commercial break. You absolutely cooked this week in that league. All right, kickoff underway. This is going to be sent clean out of bounds. So the Packers will start from the 25. Right? Yeah. All right, 1st and 10. As the Rams just took the lead. Love under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Play action looking to throw. Rolling right, passing right. Gonna be caught by Luke Musgrave for about 7. It's a low throw. Somehow hangs on with it. 2nd and 3 coming up. 8 minutes to play in the first half. Second and 3. Love under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Play action looking to throw once again. Pressure coming. Stepping left. Throwing back right side. Going to be off the mark and incomplete. Jaden Reed, the closest receiver. 3rd and 3 coming up. All right. Love in shotgun. Back to his right. 2 receivers to each side. 3rd and 3. Man in motion right to left. To get the snap off. Love looking to throw. Pass left side. Wide open. Jaden Reed. Past midfield. Past the 45 and brought down near the 40. A gain of about 30 on the play. And the Packers are well past midfield. Kyle Pitts had 45 this. God damn. Little put up 12 for you. Yeah, you hooked this week in that league. Love under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Handoff up the middle for Josh Jacobs. Has space to about the 31. Going to be a gain of roughly 8. 2nd and 2 coming up. 6.5 to play in the first half. Second and 2 coming up. Love and shotgun, and they're just going to call their first timeout as the play clock was winding down. 5:56 to play in the first half. All right, 5:56 to play in the first half. Little 30-second break here due to the timeout. 2nd and 2 coming up. Goff looking to throw. Love under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. Handoff up the middle, and there's space for Jacobs. Inside the 25 to about the 20. Amon-Ra St. Brown's got the Lions inside the 10. Jeez. All right, 1st and 10 from the 20 for the Packers. First and 10. Love and shotgun back to his left. The receiver in the backfield to his right. Going to look to throw. Pass right side, caught by Jaden Reed. Going to be, makes one man miss and be brought down near the 10. Penalty marker down, however. It is hands to the face against the Broncos. That will be declined. And a 1st and goal from the 9-yard line coming up. Yeah, that's just easy pitch and catch there for Love and Reed. All right, 1st and goal. 5 minutes to play in the half. Love and shotgun back to his right. Handoff up the middle for Jacobs. Going to get inside the 5. Fighting forward. He is in for 6. But there is a penalty. It's a touchdown for Josh Jacobs. And we'll see if this stands. It's illegal shift against the Packers. 1st and goal from the 14 coming up. Damn, Sam Darnold got killed on that point. Yeah, it just doesn't get set quick enough. Or doesn't get set for long enough, I should say. All right, 1st and goal. Love and shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. I picked the Packers for this one. I believe. Love, quick throw, left side, going to be incomplete. Looking for Luke Musgrave, 2nd and goal coming up. Right. Yeah, I picked the Packers in this one. All right, so 2nd and goal from the 14. .444 to play. Love and shotgun back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. Play clock winding down, and they're going to take their 2nd timeout, as they're not going to get that snap off in time. They've been using these timeouts kind of a lot of leeway here. So 2nd and goal coming up. Second and goal from pretty much the 15-yard line. Love and shotgun back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. Going to look to throw. Has some time. Rolling to his right to buy more. Still looking. Makes one man miss. Pass in end zone, and it is incomplete. Penalty marker down. A diving effort from Pat Surtain could not pick the ball off. And we'll see what the penalty is. It is holding against the Packers. That will be declined. 3rd and goal coming up. All right, it's 3rd and goal. And it's getting loud in Denver. Love and shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Looking to throw once again. Pass, right side end zone, and it is caught by Josh Jacobs. An incredible grab to put the Packers back on top. A great throw from Love, but an even better catch from Josh Jacobs. And this is a 5-point game. That is a fantastic catch against Dre Greenlaw. And that's a beautiful catch. He gets the feet in. That's a great catch from a running back to make that kind of catch. Is fantastic. All right, so out comes McManus for the extra point. And they're going to review this, seemingly. I know there's a Packers still to get up afterwards. That's why we're at commercial break before the extra point. All right, so we're at commercial break. Colts up by 3 over Seattle right now. It's a 3rd and 3 they're facing. Yeah, it's just pitch and catch for Rivers and Jonathan Taylor for the first. The Colts have really been trying to make things easy for Phillip Rivers in this game. And it's working, man. It's relatively working, I should say. Like he's at 50% completion. That's not bad for being out of the game for 5 years. Still that commercial break. At commercial break. Ooh, dangerous pass from Stafford. Rivers with a strike over the middle. Phillip Rivers is actually about to cook in this game, isn't he? All right, McManus on for the extra point. It is up, and it is good. There we go. 6-point Packer lead. Yeah, the Broncos, now the only undefeated team at home this season after the Patriots lost in the 1 o'clock window. He's been cooking so far in this one. I mean, yeah, he has both the Lions touchdowns, so we'll see. All right, 4.5 to play in the first half. We await the kickoff. All right, McManus sends it down. Going to be returned beginning from about the 3. Spaced up past the 15, past the 20, 25, and brought down near the 27, 28 yard line. So, the Broncos will start from there as they look to retake the lead as they get closer to halftime. The Packers get ball to begin the second half. So they're in a really good spot right now. 4:22 to play in the first half. Bo and shotgun back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. Ball on their own 28-yard line. Shift in the back to his left. Handoff up the middle for RJ Harvey, who has space past the 25 and past the 35 and down to about the 36. 2nd and 2 coming up. All right, Bo and shotgun back to his left, looking to throw once again. Has time, pass deep, right side, has the man wide open. Cortland Sutton inside the 30, 25 and down to the 22. Cortland Sutton wide open down the right side, and the Broncos are past midfield and near in the red zone. Nice double move against Keyshawn Nixon, left him in the dirt. And it's 1st and 10 from the plus 22. Yeah, that's been a very tight game. Bo looking to throw in 1st and 10. Pass right side, caught by Sutton once again. And going to be a gain of about 4 or 5 inside the red zone to about the 18. Saying the 17. I've been impressed by how much Phillip Rivers has just been composed in this game. Like, it helps that the Colts are not asking him to do a whole lot and like pushing the ball down the field. And yeah, the Colts defense as well is making things easy. Bo pass left side, going to be caught by Troy Franklin inside the 10. Stays on his feet. And he gets in the end zone, but they're going to mark him down at about the 6. I'm not sure if he was down, though. Either way, that pass was nearly picked off. Yeah, that Bo puts it on the left shoulder. Otherwise, it probably would have been picked off. And yeah, Franklin was never down, but they ruled the play dead. That's a bad call from the officials. He was never down. That should have been 6 for Denver. Instead, it's first and goal from the 7. That's a bad one from the refs. Denver will call their second timeout so that they can yell at the refs a bit more. All right, first and goal from the 7. Yeah. Although, if depending on how this game goes, it might get more of the attention. Maybe not. Who knows? Yeah. Yeah, I definitely think with the Patriots losing and the way they lost, we're going to see some sabotage there from Texans maybe. Bo handoff up the middle for RJ Harvey can be a gain of about 2. Yeah, that's true as well. Yeah, so I mean, with how the Texans won. Yeah, it's true. All right, 2-minute warning. Although with teams starting to clinch playoff spots, or potentially clinching playoff spots, that could get involved as well. Yeah, I think definitely is going to be the whole Texans sabotage the Patriots thing to eliminate the Chiefs. That's going to be. Still can't believe it. Still just can't believe the Chiefs are actually eliminated with 3 weeks to play in the season. That's crazy. Come on, Rivers, give me a Tyler Warren touchdown for fantasy. Not to Tyler Warren, but that is a Phillip Rivers touchdown pass in the year 2025. I I I cannot believe that. That is insane. As we're still at commercial break. And yeah, Phillip Rivers is pumped after that. Okay. That's the one main time I'm gonna reference it because it's a Phillip Rivers touchdown pass in 2025. I mean, you need to acknowledge it. That's one of those plays where the acknowledgement happens. All right, just coming back from commercial break for the 2-minute warning. 2nd and goal for Denver from the 5-yard line. Bo in shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Motioning someone into the backfield to his left. Bo looking to throw. Pass left side, gonna be caught for a touchdown. This is LaJordan Humphrey. What a throw from Bo Nix into a very tight window. And the Broncos, an extra point away from retaking the lead. That is an insane throw from Bo Nix. God damn, that's a great throw. All right, with just under 2 minutes in the half, the extra point is up, and it is good. That's an insane throw. All right, we're going to head back to a commercial break after the touchdown. I will quickly be right back. All right, I'm back. Still at commercial break. We are still at commercial break in this game. That was a nice play from Darnold. Detroit's looking to extend their lead before halftime in that game. Yeah, they're nearing field goal range. As I'm around St. Brown, that's why. All right, just coming back from commercial break. A minute 56 to play in the first half. We can see if the Packers can retake the lead before halftime. They get ball to begin the second half. So a big time drive here for the Packers. A chance to double up. Jameson Williams wide open in the end zone. The Lions extend this lead. God damn, Detroit. Kickoff underway. Going to be down in the end. He bobbles it and picks it up at the goal line. Up past the 10 and down to the 14. Tried to catch it in the end zone. Bobbles it and has to pick it up at the goal line and return it from there. I don't know why you benched him. Yeah. God damn, Cooper Kupp. Okay. Because of Love and shotgun back to his left. 2 receivers to each side. 1st and 10 from their own 14. Love looking to throw. Pass over the middle. Caught by Watson with space past the 30 to the 33. No, you are not clairvoyant. It's good. Gain of about 9 or 10-ish after breaking the tackle. Yeah, it was a cool play. Love in shotgun, looking to throw in 1st and 10. Pass right side, wide open with space to about midfield. It's Luke Musgrave on the reception, and they're still going hurry up. Oh, roughing the passer penalty as well on that play. And that's going to put the Packers in the field goal range. You tack on 15 to the end of that play. It's going to put the Packers at about the plus 35-yard line. Yeah, you're going to say ball at the plus 36. The Packers are in field goal range. Love in shotgun. A minute 23 to play. Back to his right, 2 receivers to each side. 1st and 10, looking to throw once again. Pressure comes quick. Pass right side, can be caught with space. Down inside the 35 to about the 34. Maybe the 33. Luke Musgrave on the reception. And they're going to let this clock run a bit more. They have 1 timeout remaining. Love in shotgun back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. Gonna hand this off up the middle, and that's gonna be stood up at the line for no gain. Emmanuel Wilson runs into his lineman and instantly gets put on his head. He came very close to recreating the butt fumble there. Hey, is that a UFL commercial? Fuck yeah. Fox is showing UFL commercials? Hell yeah. Yeah, March 25th, the start date for the UFL in the spring. I'll be live for pretty much every single one of those games. Love, quick pass left side, caught by Romeo Dobbs. 1st down and more. Down inside the 25 to the 22. And the clock will stop with 17 seconds. The timeout is called. Yeah, the Packers will call their final timeout. The hell? I was not expecting to see a UFL commercial in the final month of the NFL season. Like that's a perfect time to have a UFL commercial, and the perfect game to run one for as well. Between the Lions and Rams. Damn near everyone has their eyes on that game. All right, 1st and 10 from the plus 22. Love in shotgun back to his left. 3 receiving options to the right. At this point now, you have to play the sidelines or the end zone. Love looking to throw. Pass left side, going to be caught. And getting out of bounds is Chris Brooks. Gain of about 6. 10 seconds remain. You have time for 1 more shot to the end zone with 10 seconds to play. Love in shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Gonna send one of them in motion towards the left. Those 2 receivers to each side. Love looking to throw. Has time. Pass. End zone right side. Gonna be overthrown and incomplete. A throwaway. 5 seconds to play in the half. Out comes Brandon McManus in the field goal unit to take the lead before halftime. The Packers get ball to begin the second half as well. As Puka Nacua, man, making people eat the dirt with his route running right now. Crazy. All right, a 34-yard kick to put the Packers on top from the left hash. It is up, and it is good. The Packers have the lead with 2 seconds remaining in the half. I'm not going to change anything because I doubt that the Broncos actually do something crazy here. But what a first half, and what a game this has been. 1 half of play, competitive matchup all around. Love to see it. Yeah, I think with the Chargers winning, I think they're one more win away from clinching a playoff spot. Because even if they lose out and Miami wins out, they have the tiebreaker over us then. So it's gonna come down to Houston and Buffalo. All right, kickoff underway. And this is going to be return from deep into the end zone. Up past the 20 and down to about the 23. And that is halftime. Packers get ball to begin the second half. And we get to see how this one finishes. A 2-point game at the half. And what has been a fantastic game. Both offenses and defenses are showing out so far in this one. Both sides moving the ball pretty well. Both defenses having made some pretty good stands. Been a solid first half of action. All right, halftime also just happened in the Rams and Lions game. Halftime's also there in the Colts and Seahawks game. So that leaves Saints and Panthers. How much time's left in that? That game is nearing halftime. Now that second half is starting. Okay. So with it being halftime, Lions lead 24-17 at the half. Panthers lead 10-7 at the start of the second half. 49ers only lead 17-10 over the Titans at halftime in that one. And then Colts lead 13-6 over Seattle at halftime. In terms of the 1 o'clock slate, Bears won 31-3. Ravens won 24-0 over Cincy, eliminating the Bengals from the playoffs. Chargers won 16-13 over the Chiefs, eliminating the Chiefs from the playoffs for the first time since 2014. Bills came back to beat the Patriots 35-31. The Patriots have to wait one more week to win the AFC East. Commanders won 29-21 over the Giants. The Giants are just continuing this really weird season that they're on. Raiders get shut. The Raiders become the first team since 2000 to be shut out twice in a season as they lose 31-0 over the Eagles. Jaguars won 48-20 to keep their lead over the Texans in the AFC South, and the Texans won 40-20 over the Cardinals. Well, to also help eliminate the Chiefs. Yep, it's been a solid Sunday. Not a lot of like necessarily close games, as they compared to so far this second slate, which had nothing but close games, but just chaos. And I like chaos in sports. Carolina facing an early third and goal, or third and down, at least in the second half, not third and goal. Yep, with it also being halftime, I will be live tonight between the Vikings and Cowboys, as well as tomorrow night as the Dolphins look to keep their season alive one more week, taking on the Steelers on Monday Night Football. After the outcomes of the 1 o'clock games today, a Dolphins loss eliminates them from the playoffs tomorrow night. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. Bryce Young, wide open down the field for, I believe that's, Xavier Legette. They pick up the chains on third down. Hell yeah. I kind of want Carolina to just go on a bit of a run here. Yeah, give me a Texans-Panthers Super Bowl. Just why not? Yeah, you're absolutely cooking in that 10-man league. Just straight up cooking in it. Why is that? That would be the funniest outcome, yeah. And that would be the funniest outcome. And I'm all here for it. Yep, at halftime. Got about 7 minutes. Got about 7:40 left in halftime. Yep, at halftime, at commercial break, kind of Firehouse Subs commercial right now. Oh, Chuba Hubbard finding space on the left side to pick up the chains for Carolina on 3rd and 7. Okay, the Panthers just messing around. Okay, I feel like the Panthers and the Patriots are two sides of the same coin right now. Both teams feel ahead of schedule in their contending window. The Patriots, despite today, even with today, they played decently well, just lost. But the Patriots feel more so closer to like getting to that full-on contention, while the Panthers are still a bit away, but they're still ahead of schedule. If anything, in terms of like which of those two teams we might see have more consistent longer term success, I might lean the Panthers just because they're ahead of schedule, but they're ahead of schedule in a way that still feels natural. While New England is ahead of schedule in a way that's just they're getting some good bounces their way. But we'll see. We're still at halftime. It's gonna be a penalty against Carolina. Yeah, Denver with the win. Firm control of the one seed in the AFC. That would be funny as well. And I wouldn't want a Patriots Panthers Super Bowl. Mainly because that means the Patriots most likely get their 7th, and I'm just not on board for that just yet. Yeah. Carolina keeps being the jester for the rest of the league. Yeah, I mean the Bears did it as not the Bears. Dude. Someone else also did it. The Cowboys did it as well. Denver also did it. It helps that one of those teams is not great. The other team is an inconsistent mess. They get swept by the Saints and then they go turn around and sweep the Buccaneers. The Cowboys was also back to back. The Cowboys beat the Eagles after the 21-0 comeback, and then they beat the Chiefs on Thanksgiving. Yeah. So T-Fox, I get your train of thought now. It's gonna be a Chargers Cowboys Super Bowl. Just one. That's what all of this is leading up to. Somehow the Cowboys are gonna make the playoffs and go all the way. This is their year. What would need to happen for that to be the case? It would not be fun, yeah. What would need to happen? Where are the Cowboys? Cowboys at 6-1. They would need the 49ers to pretty much lose out, which is not happening. Yeah. I mean, no, it's more so, yeah, they need Philly to lose a few. Cowboys win tonight. They get back to 2 games behind Philly. Yeah, there's a possibility the Cowboys can still win the East. Forgot about that part. All right, second half should be on the way here soon. At commercial break. All right, second half has begun between Seattle and Indianapolis. I'm like, I haven't had a. I mean, I guess I've had vested interest in teams because I've been wanting the Patriots to lose Super Bowls for as long as I can remember. But like the past few Super Bowls, I've had no real vested interest in. Sometimes it's sometimes just great to be able to watch football without caring about the outcome. That is what I have gathered from going live with the UFL. Is when you can watch football as just a pure impartial viewer with no interest at all. It is great. Yeah, in the NFL, I have some of those games as well. Like this one is kind of I'm impartial to the outcome. Like we get to this point in the season, and I'm like, okay, playoffs, playoff scenarios, and all that for Miami. The UFL, I can just watch and let chaos unfold. It's great. Same thing with college. Like that's why I love college football. It's because like when the playoffs roll around this upcoming weekend, I'm gonna be rooting. I'm gonna just be able to watch some fun football unfold, and hopefully some upsets happen. You might be doing that. We'll see. Rams line's gonna be exiting at halftime here soon, as is this game. Packers get ball to begin the second half as we're just exiting halftime. Second half kickoff moments away. Panthers up 17-7 over the Saints right now. All right, Green Bay gets the second half kick, up by 2. Yeah, Jordan Love already up over 200 passing yards on the day. Well, Bo Nix has 1 incompletion. All right, kickoff. Second half kickoff underway. Going to be returned begin up to about the 29-yard line. We'll see what the Packers do from there. All right, let's see what the Packers have. Again, a win clinches the playoffs for the Broncos. Yeah. Love under center, back behind him. Play action looking to throw. Has time, launching one deep over the middle, and it is overthrown and incomplete. Christian Watson had a ever so slight step on his man, but Love put it about 3 yards too deep. That's a hell of a throw, though, from Jordan Love. That ball lands near like the 3-yard line. And he threw that from close to the 27. That's an insane throw. I also like the mindset of just going over top to begin the half. Love in shotgun, 3 receiving options to the right, back to his left. Man in motion, right to left. Love looking to throw. Quick pass right side, going to be caught past the 30 and brought down near the 35. That is John Fitzpatrick on the reception. So a 3rd and 4 coming up. Love under center, back behind him. Now going to go into shotgun, back to his right. 2 receivers to each side. Now going back under center. Making more adjustments at the line. Now back into shotgun. The Love, shotgun, back to his right, 2 receivers to each side. Looking to throw in 3rd and 4. Pressure coming, pass left side. Has a man, it's incomplete. Riley Moss gets a hand on that one, but there's a penalty. Love was looking for Matthew Golden. Riley Moss gets a hand on it, and they're calling DPI against Riley Moss. I need to see a different camera angle for that. How upset is this gonna make me? He holds Matthew Golden's right arm, but that is not enough for a DPI penalty. What are we doing? It's Packers ball, 1st and 10 from the plus 40. That's just a bad DPI. Love under center, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side. And off up the middle, it's going to have plenty of space. Inside the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Josh Jacobs is in. Touchdown Packers. They capitalize off of the DPI. And they extend this lead to 8 to potentially 9. A 40-yard touchdown run for Josh Jacobs. And that is a game-changing sequence of events. From the DPI that should have got the Broncos off the field. Or from the Broncos thinking they got off the field to a pretty bad DPI call. To a 40-yard touchdown run. The Packers now have a 9-point lead. As the extra point is up and good. Oh, Rams going for it on 4th and 1. Gonna hand this off, and they got it. Alright. At commercial break. At commercial break. Yeah, this Panthers Saints game is going by quick. There's only 4:50 left in the 3rd quarter in it. I'm still at commercial break. I mean, you need to make more of a play for the ball than that, Shahid. If you want a penalty there. All right, just getting back from commercial break. Josh Jacobs, a 40-yard touchdown run to extend the Packers' lead. And we get to see the Broncos' offense for the first time this half. Now, that was as good of a start to a half as the Packers could have wanted. Now, it could be made even better, depending on what the defense and special teams does here. Oh, Stafford bobbled the snap. Yeah. Kickoff underway, going to be returned beginning from the 2. Based up past the 15, past the 20, 25, and down near the 29. So the Broncos will start from there. Down by 9 after some weirdness going on the previous possession on the previous drive of the Packers. Let's see how the Broncos respond. Bo under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. First and 10 from their own 29. Play action looking to throw. Rolling right. Buying time. Pass right side. Going to be a little bit off the mark and incomplete. Pretty much a throwaway towards Troy Franklin. Michael? Oh yeah, Michael Bandy was in Houston a few years back for the Roughnecks. Hell yeah. Bowen shotgun, gonna hand this off up the middle for RJ Harvey, trying to bounce it left side and gonna only pick up about a yard. Because I just saw the UFO tweet out the Michael Bandy touchdown. I'm like, what? When was he in? All right, 3rd and 9. Bowen shotgun back to his left. 3 receiving options to the right. Looking to throw. Bo with some time. Gonna roll right to buy more. Parsons in chase. Pass right side. Low and incomplete. Looking for Cortland Sutton. Keyshawn Nixon in coverage. And the Broncos go 3 and out on their opening drive of the second half. That's a much important drive for the Broncos. And they get off the field in 3 plays. Not what we wanted to see there. All right, so the punt comes off clean. Going to be fair caught at about the 19-yard line. Packers will start from there. All right. And we head into a commercial break with it as well. At commercial break. At commercial break. 9 minutes to play between the Rams and Lions by 9 minutes to play. Lions with a 4-point lead in that one. Gonna give it to Gibbs up the middle. Okay. Getting a 5, not bad. Okay, the Seahawks know Jonathan Taylor is on the field, right? Better yet, they know that Phillip Rivers is not scared just to give it to Jonathan Taylor the entire game, right? You need someone at least in the vicinity. Still at commercial break in this one. Still at commercial break. Oh, that's on Downs. Not a great throw from Rivers, but Downs needs to see that ball sooner. I mean, that's part of where like the chemistry has not been built yet due to being signed off the street. All right, just getting back from commercial break. See what the Packers do with this. Love under center, play action looking to throw. Pressure coming, pass in deep over the middle. Has a man in, it's Patrick Surtain. The dive-in interception. And he's going to return this one with space past midfield to 45-40. And now they're ruling that he was down by contact. Christian Watson, the intended target. He is down and slow to get up, holding his left shoulder. But Pat Surtain II, good old PS2, with an incredible dive-in interception to give some momentum back to Denver. Slightly underthrown pass from Jordan Love gives Surtain the opportunity to make a play on the ball. And boy, did he take advantage with it. And we go to a commercial break due to the injury timeout. At commercial break. At commercial break. So one play after the forced punt, and the Broncos have the ball right back. At commercial break. At commercial break. It's a 7-point game between the Panthers and Saints right now. Panthers about to get the ball back. All right, still at commercial break. All right, just getting back from commercial break. Gonna hand this off up the middle for RJ Harvey to get about 2 or 3 there. Second down coming up for Denver. Yes, it's a gain of 3, a 2nd and 7. Second and 7. Bo and shotgun back to his right. 3 receiving options to the left, looking to throw. Pressure coming, rolling to his right to buy some time. Now shifting back, rolling to his left. Has space, passing left side, gonna be caught by Jordan Humphrey. Makes one man miss and diving forward to about the plus 45-yard line. Broncos are past midfield just like that. 22-yard pickup on the play. Gonna be ruled down at the 46. Parsons coming off that left side. Bo was just able to get away from it just enough. In shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the right as well, looking to throw once again. Pressure coming once again, rolling to his right once again, still looking. And gonna throw this one, caught by Troy Franklin inside the 30 and down to the 29. Somehow Bo Nix gets the ball in there. And the Broncos inside the 30 to the 28 as Christian Watson is heading to the locker room. Seemingly gonna throw it away. Sees Franklin barely turn upfield and just gets it in there. That's a great throw from Bo Nix on the run. So Bo under center, back behind him, gonna toss this right side. Has some blockers, gonna be able to pick up about 3 or 4 there. That's RJ Harvey on the carry. Yeah, ruling in the gain of 3, so 2nd and 7 coming up. 10:40 to play in the third quarter. And the clock continues to roll. 2nd and 7 from the plus 25. Bo and shotgun back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. Bo looking to throw. Pass left side, getting caught inside the 20 and sliding down near the 16. Enough for a first gain of 9. That's Marvin Mims on the reception. And the Broncos are back in the red zone. Bo gonna hand this off up the middle for a gain of about 2 or so. That's RJ Harvey on the carry. All right, yeah, so gain of 2, 2nd and 8. Bo and shotgun back to his left. 3 receiving options to the left as well. Ball on roughly the 14.5-yard line. Bo looking to throw. Pass right side, end zone. Courtland Sutton. And touchdown Denver. They cut into this deficit, capitalizing off the interception. A beautiful catch by Courtland Sutton. And an extra point away from this being back to a 2-point game. That's a great drive off the interception. Courtland Sutton leaves Keyshawn Nixon in the dust. Beautiful throw, beautiful catch. He gets a knee down in the end zone. A 14-yard touchdown grab. Makes this back to a 1-score game. The extra point is up. And it is good. A 2-point game with 9 minutes to play in the third. Yeah, I'm looking at it now. I saw that earlier. It would make sense. I wouldn't be opposed to it. And also, because like that, I think that would be, good casting as well because of it being a one-off appearance and like just a fun cameo spot. Dangerous though from Stafford, luckily not picked off as we're at commercial break. I mean, but Danny DeVito can definitely do a scene like that. He's had emotional scenes before. Yeah, he's more so seen as like a comedic actor, but no, he can get serious and shit. I think it would work well. And also you have like, I know it's not the same character. I know he didn't play Pan in Hercules, but he did play whatever that satyr's name was. I'm forgetting. So it would be like also a nice callback to that. As we're still at commercial break. All right, just coming back from commercial break. And Bo Nix, 185 yards, 3 touchdowns through the air. Only 3 incompletions as well. He's throwing the ball well in this game. Kickoff return beginning from the 5, up space up past the 30 to about the 32. All right, what do the Packers have? First and 10 from their own 32. 9 minutes to play in the third. Love under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Going to hand this off up the middle for Josh Jacobs, and that play is blown up behind the line for a loss of about 3. Yeah, Packers with scores on their first 5 drives and then the interception on 1 play in the previous drive. What a catch in LA. To put the Rams on top. Colby Parkinson, a great grab. Love and shotgun back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. Second and 13 from their own 29. 8:20 to play in the third. Play clock winding down. There's going to be movement before the snap. Maybe to get a timeout called. Nope, false start against the Packers. So a second and 18 coming up. Yeah, the play clock winding down. Play the role in that. Second and 18. 8 minutes to play in the third. Love in shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Ball on their own 24-yard line. Love looking to throw. Pass left side, going to be caught near the 29 for Josh Jacobs. So they get the 5 yards right back from the false start. It is a 3rd and 13 coming up. Third and 12, they're officially ruling it. More so like a 3rd and 13. Love in shotgun, back to his left. 2 receivers to each side. Man in motion, left to right. Play clock winding down to get the snap off. Broncos send 4. Love the throw, stepping up. Rolling left now, breaks off 1 tackle, the 35 to 40, a first down and more. Past midfield and diving forward to about the 47. Jordan Love doing it himself. A pickup of roughly 25. And a fresh set of downs for the Packers. The official unit a gain of 24. Somehow Jordan Love's able to pick up that first with his legs. A good block from John Fitzpatrick is that somehow. Love and shotgun back to his left. 2 receiving options to each side. Looking to throw once again. Pass left side. Gonna be incomplete. Looking for Luke Musgrave. Nearly picked off. Instead, it's 2nd and 10. A little bit behind them. A little bit behind Musgrave. And yeah, that easily could have been picked off. All right, 2nd and 10. 6:26 to play in the 3rd quarter. Love and shotgun going to hand this off up the middle, and that's a loss of about a yard. Josh Jacobs on the carry. 3rd and 11 coming up. It's another 3rd and long for the Packers. Their 2nd of the drive. It's a 3rd and a long 10. Love and shotgun back to his left. 2 receivers to each side. Play clock winding down. Man in motion left to right. To get the snap off as Love looks to throw. Pressure coming quick and Love is sacked. Back near their own 42-yard line. And the Broncos defense gets the first sack of the night from either side to force a 4th and 20. And to give their offense a shot to retake the lead. That's a perfect time to get the first sack. All right, the punt comes off clean. And it's going to be let bounce into the end zone for a touchback. Broncos will begin from the 20. There is a penalty down as well. This might be against the Packers. It is holding against the Packers. They tack on 10 to the end of the punt. It will be 1st and 10 from roughly the... No. Just declined then? Yeah. Either way, it's 1st and 10 Denver. We head to commercial break with 4:51 to play. But yeah, they're going to enforce that. It is to hold in and forced after the punt. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the Broncos' own 30-yard line. So 1st and 10. We're at commercial break. JSN inside the 20 for Seattle. All right. Carolina fails to convert a 4th and 1 as that game's in the fourth quarter. Jameson Williams, nearly an incredible dive-in grab for the Lions. All right, still at commercial break. All right, third quarter comes to an end between the Colts and Seahawks. Still at commercial break. All right, just getting back from commercial break. Bo under center, back behind him. Gonna hand this off up the middle, and that gets blown up for a loss of 4. Edgerrin Cooper read that like a book. And it's a 2nd and 14 coming up. Yeah, that play just didn't stand a chance. All right, 2nd and 13 now. Bowen shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Ball on their own 27. Bo looking to throw. Rolling to his right to buy some time as pressure's coming. Pass is going to be incomplete. Nearly picked off, looking for Evan Ingram. That's Xavier McKinney to dive in attempt. And the Packers switched things up. Micah Parsons, who has been lining up on the right side of the D line for most of the night, lined up to the left there to take advantage of the fact that Bo Nix has been rolling to that side a lot. So now that Parsons can have a little bit more, can have a shorter runway to get to Bo Nix when he's scrambling. Bo and shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Going to look to throw once again. Pressure coming. Dump off over the middle. Caught by Evan Ingram. Has space. And I think he got it by rolling on top of a Packers defender. He is close. They're going to mark him just short. The refs will discuss this. He rolled on top of a Packers defender. I believe that's Edgerrin Cooper. And that's going to give him an extra yard or so. He's very close. I think he's just short, though. Going to be a 4th and inches. But by rolling on top of Edgerrin Cooper, he makes it a 4th and inches instead of a 4th and a long 1 or a 4th and 2. So the offense is staying on the field. Bo under center, back behind him. Man in motion left to right. And they're going to try and get the Packers to jump off sides. The Packers would be the one to call a timeout as they had a defender running late there. Blake Corum just extending the lead for the Rams. They're running away with that game. The Rams are looking like they're set up to. The Rams are looking like they're gonna clinch a playoff spot. There we go. Although there is still plenty of time left in that one. Who did I pick for that game? I picked the Rams, yeah. All right, 4th and 1 for Denver. .317 to play in the third quarter. Christian Watson has been ruled out with a chest injury. Offense still on the field. Bo under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Gonna QB sneak this. And I think he got enough. Needed the 40, and yeah, that line judge is saying he got enough for the first. Risky call there, but it works out. And Seattle they just keep stalling out on these drives. They're getting close. All right, Bo under center once again. 1st and 10. Back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side. Tight end in motion towards the backfield. Going to play action and look to throw. Bo with some time. Deep shot over the middle. And it's going to be incomplete, looking for Marvin Mims. A little bit underthrown. McKinney, the diving attempt at an interception there, just wasn't enough. And it's 2nd and 10, though that definitely should have been picked off. Yeah, that should have been intercepted by Xavier McKinney. Mims, yeah, that Bo Nix needs to throw that so much sooner to Mims. He's wide open there. He throws that sooner or puts it more down the field, it's a walk-in touchdown. Bo under center, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the right. Play action looking to throw once again. Has some time, pass left side, going to be caught inside the 45 and down to about the 42. Troy Franklin on the reception, and a fresh set of downs for Denver. About 2 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. First and 10 from the plus 43. They're nearing field goal range for Will Lutz. Bo under center, back and fullback behind him. Handoff right side, has some blockers, past the 40 and down to the 35 is RJ Harvey for the gain of 8. A 2nd and 2 coming up. Second and 2, a minute 25 to play in the 3rd quarter. Bo under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. The give to Harvey once again, inside the 30 and still fighting his way to about the 29. A 1st down pickup, a gain of roughly 5. As that's Quay Walker, who's a little slow to get up there. And there's going to be a stoppage because of it. It's a 6-yard pickup for RJ Harvey. A minute 7 to play in the 3rd. All right, 1st and 10. Bo looking to throw. Dump off right side, caught by Mims. Breaks some tackles inside the 25, down inside the 20 to about the 17. Another 1st down for Denver. Officially ruling it down at the 18, as Micah Parsons now is down and slow to get up afterwards. Oh, and he's in a lot of pain as well. Holding that left knee. Oh, it's a non-contact on the change of direction. Oh, no, yeah, you can see the calf pop. You can 100% see the calf pop when he goes to change direction. We're heading to a commercial break with 44 seconds to play due to an injury timeout. Parsons might be done. We're at commercial break due to the injury timeout. Oh man, non-contact from Micah Parsons. I mean, that's just devastated. All right, still at commercial break. EPI just called against the Seahawks. Lions facing a 3rd and 7, down by 10. Goff in shotgun, back to his right. Looking to throw, has time. Pass over the middle is tipped and incomplete. Should have been picked off. Should have been picked off. All right, back from commercial break. Parsons able to walk under his own power towards the locker room. That's a solid sign. Yeah, he had a tiny bit of help there, but he's able to put pressure on it and able to walk towards the locker room. That's great, but yeah, it's a scary non-contact injuries are always scary. All right, 1st and 10 from the 18. Bowen shotgun back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. And there's movement before the snap. False start against Denver. 1st and 15 coming up. "32 seconds to play in the quarter. First and 15. And one more play is needed before the end of the quarter. Bowen shotgun back to his right. 3 receiving options to the right as well. Man in motion right to left. Play clock winding down to get the snap off. Pressure comes quick. Bow pass right side going to be at the feet of Evan Ingram. Incomplete. 2nd and 15 coming up. 6 seconds to play in the quarter. Second and 15. Final play of the 3rd quarter. Bowen shotgun back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. Going to look to throw. Has some time. Pass. Middle of the field. End zone. Touchdown Denver. Troy Franklin. A great grab. Puts the Broncos back on top. An extra point away from a 5-point lead as we end the 3rd quarter. That's a great throw from Bo Nix. A great catch from Troy Franklin. Yeah, just an absolute beautifully layered throw. puts it on the money. And they're going to go for 2 to try and make this a 6-point game. Either way, either to get this or not, the Packers going to need a touchdown to retake the lead. The question is just, will it end up being a 3-point game or a 1-point game after the Packers score, if they score again? Bo under center, back and fullback behind him. Gonna toss this left side for RJ Harvey, trying for the sideline, spinning his way down to about the 1. Did not get pretty much any blocking help along that left side. So the conversion try is no good. And there's 15 minutes to play between the Broncos and the Packers. A playoff spot on the line for Denver. A win and they clinch, they're in. A win for the Packers, they stay on top of Chicago for the top of the NFC North. And they get a little bit close, and it keeps trying to get closer and closer to the Rams. So 15 minutes to decide this one. And we're at commercial break for the end of the quarter and after the touchdown grab by Troy Franklin. At commercial break. At commercial break. At commercial break, awaiting the start of the fourth quarter. All right, fourth quarter underway here soon. Denver set to send this one away after the 24-yard touchdown pass from Bo Nix to Troy Franklin retook the lead. A 4-point game. Kickoff underway, going to be returned by being down in the end zone for a touchback. Packers will begin from the 35. All right. Do the Packers have it in them? Needing a drive here. They have not been getting the best of drives in the second half. After the touchdown on the opening drive of the half, they had a 1-play interception followed by 6 plays and a punt. And that has allowed Denver to come back once down by 9 to take a 4-point lead. First play of the fourth quarter, Love in shotgun, back to his right, 2 receivers to each side. Making adjustments at the line, under 10 seconds on the play clock. Man in motion left to right. Love gonna hand this off up the middle for Josh Jacobs. Space past the 40 and down to about the 42. And he gets hit hard on that play as well. Second and about 3 coming up. Second and 2 coming up. Yeah, big hit laid there by Drake Greenlaw. All right, 2nd and 2. Love in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the right as well. Gonna hand this off to Josh Jacobs once again. He has space down the left side for about 6 or so up near the 49-yard line. So 1st and 10, right around midfield. First and 10. Love under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. Going to end around this one, right side for Bo Melton, who's going to get flipped up at about the 49-yard line, right back to the line of scrimmage for no gain. Jaquan McMillan on the tackle. And yeah, 2nd and 10 coming up. Denver is laying a ton of nice hits today. All right, 2nd and 10. Love in shotgun, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Man in motion, left to right, back to left. As Love will look to throw. Pass left side, going to be caught by Dontavian Wicks. Up to about the plus 46-yard line. Gain of about 5. 3rd and 5 coming up. First time saying Dontavian Wicks' name tonight. He's been held pretty silent by this Denver defense. And it's a 3rd and 4 officially from the 45. 3rd and 4, and Denver's getting loud. Love in shotgun, back to his right. 2 receivers to each side. It's a 3rd and a long 4. Love looking to throw. Pass deep, right side for Matthew Golden. It's caught down to the 19. Matthew Golden, an incredible back shoulder grab, puts the Packers in the red zone. Looking to retake this lead. A simple slot fade placed beautifully from Jordan Love. So 1st and 10 from the plus 18. Love in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the left as well. Handoff up the middle is going to get stood up at the line for no gain. Josh Jacobs on the carry. DJ Jones on the tackle. They're going to officially rule it a loss of a yard. So 2nd and 11 coming up. So 2nd and 11. Love under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Going to play action and look to throw. Love rolling right, passing right. Going to be bobbled and incomplete. Looking for John Fitzpatrick. 3rd and 11 coming up. And they're down by 4, so a field goal will still have them in a deficit. A touchdown's the way to retake the lead. Third and 11. Love in shotgun, back to his right. 2 receivers to each side. Big time 3rd down. Love to throw. Has time. Pass left side. Off the mark and incomplete. Looking for Josh Jacobs. And they're going to have to send out Brandon McManus in the field goal unit with just under 11 minutes to play. Fourth and 11. Out comes McManus to make this a 1-point game. It's a 37-yard kick from the right hash. It is up, and it is good. 1 point Bronco lead. They get the ball back with 10:55 to play. All right, at commercial break. Seattle cannot buy the end zone right now. They're going to settle for another field goal. It's going to give them the lead, but they cannot punch it in. There's 2.5 to play in that game as well. All right, so yeah, the Seahawks have a 2-point lead with 2:27 to play. Jake Bates hits a kick to make it a 7-point game between the Rams and Lions. And we're at commercial break in a 1-point game here between the Broncos and Packers. At commercial break. All right, just getting back from commercial break. The Packers set to send this one down. And we'll see if this Packers defense can make a stand. If the Broncos move the ball down the field too easily here, I don't know. This game might be getting a bit ugly. Kickoff underway. Going to be return. Not going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Broncos will begin from the 35. Yeah, Bills with their 3rd straight win. Yeah, Kansas. Still can't believe Kansas City's eliminated, man. That's just crazy. All right, Bo under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Play action, looking to throw. Pressure coming. Pass over the middle, gonna be tipped and incomplete. Looking for RJ Harvey over the middle, a bit off the mark. Luckily, that gets tipped and incomplete. Although, they definitely had a chance there, Edrin Cooper did, to pick that ball off. Gonna be a 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Bowen shotgun, back to his left, looking to throw. Has some time. Pass over the middle, going to be caught down to midfield. It's Cortland Sutton on the reception. And the Broncos are moving. Bowen shotgun, back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side, looking to throw. Rolling right, passing right, gonna be caught by Troy Franklin. And depending on the spot for forward progress, might be enough for another first down. Well, under center, handoff up the middle is going to lose about a yard. There's RJ Harvey on the carry. This Packers run defense is a really good run defense. All right, 3rd and 3. 9:20 to play in the game. Bowen shotgun. 3 receivers to the left. A back to his right. Going to look to throw. Has time. Pass deep. Left side. Has a man. It's incomplete. Looking for Cortland Sutton. Xavier McKinney made a great break on that route. And forces it incomplete. 4th and 3. Just quite in field goal range. Maybe. There's 2 minutes left between the Colts and Seahawks. Seahawks with a 2-point lead. 2nd and 7 for the Colts. Seeing Rivers trying to roll out of the pocket is funny. Alright, Denver will call their first timeout before this big time 4th and 3 play. Alright, 4th and 3. 9 minutes to play in the game. What a catch from Michael Pittman. That's Alec Pierce, actually. What a catch. 4th and 3. Bowen shotgun back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. Going to look to throw. Has time. Pass left side. Has a man. It's Cortland Sutton. Down to about the 15, maybe the 14. The Broncos convert and are in the red zone. Down to the 15-yard line. 26 yards. Cortland Sutton. Have yourself a game. I started the wrong tight end and the wrong Bronco in fantasy this week. Bowen shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the left as well, and there's going to be a stoppage. Are the Packers challenging this? The Packers are going to challenge this. It feels like a desperation challenge. But I get why they're doing it. It was a close one near the sideline. It's a game-changing play. There's at least 1 foot. There would be the second. And he gets his feet in bounds there. Maybe there's movement of the ball as he's going to the ground, but from that angle, I can't see anything. As the Rams just put the exclamation point on the Lions. Taking a 13, soon to be 14-point lead with under 5 minutes to play. So the Rams looking like they're going to clinch a playoff spot. The tied game between between the Panthers and the Saints with 2 minutes to play. Colts have a minute of action left and a 3rd down. Try and get into field goal range to potentially beat Seattle. And Phillip Rivers' first start in 5 years. And we're at commercial break in this one with a whole 9 minutes still to play in this game. All right, so that commercial break. 3rd and 7. Rivers going to hand this off up the middle, and that's not going to be enough for the first. Nor is it enough for field goal range. Going to come down to a 4th and about 4 or 3. 4th and about 3 for Indianapolis. As we're at commercial break due to the Packers challenging a 4th and 3 conversion to Courtland Sutton that went for 26. And they're... Oh, the Colts are sending out the field goal unit here. They have all 3 timeouts, so I guess it makes sense. All right, so out comes the Colts kicker here. It will be a career-long kick of about 60 yards to give the Colts the lead as we're just coming back from commercial break. Kick is up for the Colts. It has the accuracy. He drills it. Colts take a 1-point lead with 47 seconds. The Green Bay challenge fails. Call stands, so they waste a timeout there. Bowen shotgun, a back to each side. Going to play action and look to throw. Rolling right. Has some time. Pass back over the middle. It's going to be bobbled and incomplete. Looking for Courtland Sutton. Nearly picked off there. Instead, it's a 2nd and 10 coming up. All right. So 2nd and 10. 8:24 to play in the game. Bo under center, back and fullback behind him. Handoff up the middle for RJ Harvey. Gonna fight his way inside the 10 and gonna still be fighting to about the 8-yard line. Gain of about 7. A 3rd and 3 coming up. Third and 3. Bowen shotgun back to his left. 3 receiving options to the right. Rolling right. They're going to get a free play here. Pass end zone is incomplete. Looking for the Jordan Humphrey. A Packer came roaring onto the field as soon as that ball was snapped. It's a free play. Going to be a 1st down. That's the 2nd time today where the Packers initially had only 10 men lined up and had to throw an 11th onto the field relatively late. And yeah, the Colts have taken the lead. Darnold looking to throw in 1st and 10. As time, pass left side, going to be caught near field goal range at about the 47. They need about the 42. They're going hurry up. Darnold is going to spike this. They're already nearing field goal range. Yet penalty offsides against the Packers. Half the distance to the goal. It's a 1st and goal for the Broncos from the 4-yard line. 28 seconds remain between the Seahawks and Colts. Meanwhile, the Panthers have a 3rd and 14 in a tied game against the Saints with a minute 14 to play. Oh no, the Packers had 12 men on the field in that one as well. They threw it. They ran out a 12th man kind of late there. Darnold looking to throw. Pass left side going to be caught. That's field goal range. A gain of 9. Rashid Shaheed as Denver tossed right side for RJ Harvey. He is in. Touchdown Denver to extend the lead. RJ Harvey from 4 yards out. The Broncos are an extra point away from this being an 8-point game with 7:27 to play. They could also go for 2. They're already up by 7. Darnold in shotgun for 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Pass left side at the feet of JSN. They're going to have to send out the field goal unit here, potentially. The extra point from Will Lutz. It is up. And the Broncos have an 8-point lead. As our out comes Josh Myers to give the Seahawks a lead late. A 56-yard kick in Seattle from the left hash. Kick is up. And it is good. Seahawks retake a 2-point lead with 18 seconds. The Colts have all 3 timeouts. Seattle gets the ball with just under a minute to play in a tied game. Goff pass right side off to mark and incomplete, looking for St. Brown. Mahomes. Mahomes is the more impactful one. Just purely because unlike the Celtics, you have Jaylen Brown. The Chiefs don't have another all superstar quarterback to be the backup there. Like they don't have anyone else to do that can do what Mahomes can. So like the Celtics currently are getting by without Jason Tatum. If Mahomes is truly torn his ACL and he misses a majority of next season, or he misses parts of next season, that's going to massively hurt the Chiefs next year. Kickoff underway. Going to be returned beginning from about the 12. Room up past the 25, past the 30, and down to about the 34. $7:20 to play in the game. All right, Colts are going to have ball on their own 30 with 11 seconds and all 3 timeouts. Yeah, Micah Parsons officially ruled out with a knee injury. Also, I'm just now seeing the statement from the Chiefs. It is a torn ACL from Patrick Mahomes. That's a tough blow. Love, handoff up the middle for Josh Jacobs. Going to get about 2. Lions going for a 4th and goal to keep this game alive against the Rams. Rivers pass over the middle is intercepted. The Seahawks hang on to win thanks to Jason Myers and his 6 for 6 from field goal. Love and shotgun back to his left as well as one to his right. 2nd and 8. Ball on their own 35.5-yard line. Man in motion, right to left, back to right. Love looking to throw. Has some time. Pass over the middle. Going to be tipped and intercepted. Love is picked off now. Being returned past the 45 to 40. And now they're ruling him down by contact. Jordan Love is picked off by Riley Moss. With 6.5 to play in the game. And that, depending on what the Packers defense does here, that might be the dagger. Looking for Dontavian Wicks. Just a little bit too far behind him. He couldn't hang on, and Riley Moss is right there to clean it up. Now it's gonna come down to this defense without Micah Parsons. Can this defense make a stand? Meanwhile, Tyler Shuck is looking to lead the Saints to a game-winning drive, but that doesn't seem like it's going to be the case. No timeouts remaining. Going to have about 12 seconds to get about 11 yards for field goal range. Bo under center, going to hand this off up the middle for RJ Harvey. That's a gain of about 2. And they're going to now Denver's going to focus on killing this clock a bit here. Yeah, I'm gonna need a monster performance from Brendan Aubrey tonight and Devon Achane tomorrow night if I'm gonna win fantasy this week. I got screwed. I got screwed over by not putting Trey McBride in my lineup. That's on me. All right, 2nd and 8. Play clock winding down, and the Broncos will call their second timeout. David Montgomery and the Wildcat able to punch it in for the Lions. That's a 1-score game. Okay, so it's 2nd and 8. Bo under center, back behind him. Play action looking to throw. Rolling right. Buying some time. Passing right side. Incomplete. Nearly picked off. 3rd and 8 coming up. Talk about a shift in momentum there if that ball gets picked off. Oh, penalties are down for the Saints and Panthers game. If this is against the Panthers, that's gonna put the Saints in the field goal range. Tyler Shuck a little slow to get up afterwards as well. Oh yeah, that's a late hit against the Panthers. That's gonna put the Saints in the field goal range. All right, Bowen shotgun back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. Looking to throw in 3rd and 8. Quick pass left side, caught by Marvin Mims. Gonna get to about the 45-yard line. Not enough for the first. Gonna be a 4th and about 3 coming up. And a choice to make for Denver. Up by 8. You can be aggressive here. You can afford to be aggressive up by 8. There's no way for the Packers to take the lead. A first down goes a long way into sealing this one. Yeah, Mahomes officially tore his ACL. That's a tough one. I'm curious on what the timeline is for his return, considering that for Daniel Jones' Achilles tear last week, he was projected to be ready by week 1. So I'm curious I'm curious how many weeks Mahomes is gonna miss. Because tearing your ACL this late into the season, it's tough. Denver calls their final timeout. Either way, Mahomes is gonna be pretty much missing the offseason. Like he's gonna be missing training camp, missing OTAs and all that, missing the preseason. So it's gonna impact the Chiefs to some degree. I'm just not sure exactly what. All right, 4th and 3. Bo under center, back behind him. Play action, looking to throw. Has some time. Pass, left side, incomplete. Looking for Marvin Mims. It's Edrin Cooper on a dive-in pass breakup. And with under 5 minutes to play, the Packers have some life. The Saints line up for a 47-yard field goal to knock off the Panthers. 6 seconds to play in that one. There's a tied game at 17. As the Packers have some life, down by 8. As there's a first down for the Rams, probably going to need one more to officially clinch a playoff spot. Love and shotgun back to his left. 3 receiving options to the left as well. Denver's defense for a playoff spot on the line. Play action, looking to throw. Love rolling right. Passing right, going to be a throwaway. Incomplete. A 47-yard kick in New Orleans is coming up to give the Saints the win. The ball is centered well. Kick is up, and the Saints have the lead with 2 seconds to play. Love and shotgun, a back to each side. 2 receiving options to each side. Or 2 receivers to the left. 2nd and 10 from their own 45. Love looking to throw. Pass right side, caught by Jaden Reed. Breaks off 1 tackle. Trying to find space down the right side. Going to pick up about a yard. So 3rd and 9 coming up. 3rd and 9. 4:45 to play in the game. Neither team... the Packers have 1 timeout, but besides that, it is the clock's will with how much longer this game will go. Third and 9. Love in shotgun, back to his right, 3 receivers to the left. Needing the plus 45-yard line, Love to throw. Has time, pass left side, caught, and that's enough for the first for Matthew Golden. Getting out of bounds near the plus 43. And they keep the chains going. Love under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. 4:41 to play in the game. Making adjustments at the line. 3 receivers to the right. Love in shotgun, back to his right as well. Ball on the plus 43. Love, handoff left side for Chris Brooks. Going to get about 2 on the carry. 2nd and 8. 4.5 to play. I'm shocked that the Saints kicked it off like that. Okay. Second and 8. Love in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Looking to throw once again. Pressure coming, and Love is sacked. Back near midfield. This Denver defense holding strong. And it's a 3rd and 17 with 3:40 to play in the game. And yep, the Saints have won. The Panthers and Buccaneers are back to being tied for the NFC South. Love and shotgun, looking to throw in 3rd and 16. Pump faking, rolling right, pass over the middle is caught and brought down shy of the first down marker. Gets up to about the initial line of scrimmage is John Fitzpatrick on the reception. Hey, it was DeAndre Tillman who sacked Jordan Love on second down. Hell yeah, that's a UFL guy. Former Birmingham Stallion. All right, 4th and 10, 2:50 to play. With the Packers only having 1 timeout, the game basically comes down to this. A playoff berth for the Broncos on the line. Love in shotgun, back to his left. 2 receivers to each side. Looking to throw. Pressure coming. Love is sacked. Back near his own 45-yard line. It's a turnover on downs, and all the Broncos need is 1 more first down, and they can kill the rest of this clock. First and 10 for Denver. .228 to play in the game. Bo under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. Handoff up the middle. Gonna get about 2. And the Packers will call their final timeout. A first down ends the game. $2:25-ish to play. $2:23 to play. No more timeouts for either side. A first down ends the game. 2nd and 8. Bo in shotgun, back to his right. 2 receivers to each side. Man in motion, right to left. Bo gonna run it himself right side. And going to fight forward and dive forward for about the 40-yard line. Gonna make it a 3rd and short and bring us to the 2-minute warning. RJ Harvey dealing with a rib injury. Damn. Alright, 3rd and 4. We have hit the 2-minute warning. And we're heading to a commercial break. 2 minutes to play. The Broncos need 4 yards for the game. And we're at commercial break. The Rams successfully pinned the Lions deep. They have 13 seconds to find the end zone. Yeah, the Lions need to go 80 yards to even potentially tie the game. Goff in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the right as well. Final gasp for the Lions. Goff looking to throw. Pass over the middle, hook and ladder. Jameson Williams going to be brought down well shy. They're not able to spike this in time. And that will do it. The Lions can't get the miracle. And the Los Angeles Rams are the first team to clinch a playoff spot in the NFL. And in the results. Yeah, because even then, time-wise. The Rams are the first to clinch. They will be playing January football. Now can Denver do the same? Just coming back from commercial break. A first down seals it. Third and 4 from the plus 40. I wouldn't be surprised if they get aggressive here as well. And go for it on 4th if they don't get it here. Third and 4. Bo under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Man in motion, left to right. Play action, looking to throw. Rolling left. Bo going to make one man miss and going to take it himself. Diving forward for a gain of 3. It is 4th and 1. The clock will continue to run. 4th and 1. How aggressive does Denver get? And yeah, he was touchdown. Yeah, he was touched by about 2 different Packers. 4th and 1, the offense is on the field. They're going to T formation. Bo under center, 3 people in the backfield. Handoff up the middle. And he doesn't get it. The Packers have a minute to play and some life in them. I don't hate the decision. With how well your defense has been playing, I am fine with this choice. I don't really like the play call, but I don't hate the decision to go for it. Yeah, I think you have to go with a different play call there. So the Packers will need to go 62 yards and get the 2-point conversion to tie the game. First and 10. Love in shotgun back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. No timeouts remaining. Love looking to throw. Pressure coming. Dump off over the middle is high and incomplete. Looking for Chris Brooks. 2nd and 10 now. Second and 10. Love and shotgun back to his right. 2 receivers to each side. There's movement before the snap. Did they get the Broncos to jump? A minute 3 to play. The refs are discussing. It's false start against the Packers. Now they need to go 65 yards. No, 67 yards. And get a 2-point conversion in a minute 3. 2nd and 15. Love and shotgun through 4 receiving options to the left. Yeah, that was a rough game for Seattle. Love looking to throw. Rolling right, buying time. Throwing back towards the middle, it's incomplete. Looking for Jaden Reed. Couldn't hang on to the dive-in effort. 3rd and 15. And Reed's a bit shaken up afterwards as well. 56 seconds to play. Yeah, but Thursday night, Seahawks and Rams in Seattle. Gonna be a fantastic game. Even with the Seahawks looking a bit rough in recent weeks, I still think that's gonna be a great game. Because the Seahawks defense has been looking really good. Love in shotgun back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. 3rd and 15, looking to throw. Step into his left. Passing left side, and that's incomplete. Looking for Bo Melton. And it comes down to 4th and 15. 50 seconds to play. Game on the line. Yeah. Fourth and 15. Do the Packers have a miracle? Love and shotgun back to his right. 3 receivers to the right as well. Looking to throw. Has some time. Stepping up. Pass over the middle is incomplete. He was hit while throwing it. It's a turnover on downs. And the Broncos join the Rams as the 2 teams to clinch a playoff spot in week 15. 2 spots in, 12 remain, and the Broncos also have a 1-game lead over the Patriots. Technically 1.5. A 1-game lead over the Patriots for the 1 seed in the AFC. Yeah. This was a really nice game by Denver. Yep. Gonna need about 2 kneel downs here. There's the first. And yeah, gonna need roughly 1 more. Yeah, the offense. Bo Nix played incredible today. Over 300 yards passing, 4 touchdowns through the air. He played great. The entire Denver team played great. As there's the final kneel down. The Broncos are officially in the playoffs. Yeah, if this game was lower scoring, or like lower scoring game, there would be some concerns. But no, this being a great win for Denver. Yeah, no, Denver might be Denver's defense, even with how well the Packers offense played in this game. Denver's defense might be the one defense I'll put up there with Houston in terms of being a defense that can win you a Super Bowl. And yeah, Myers is at least getting NFC Special Teams Player of the Week. He carried Seattle. Yeah, I'll be live in roughly 40 minutes or so for Sunday Night Football between the Vikings and Cowboys. Hope to see you all there. If not, I'll see you all next time. Have yourselves a damn good one. Peace.